All right, 11.5a, volume of a pyramid. Formula for a pyramid. So this formula is 7 cents? Yeah. Okay, thanks for figuring that out. So I should give you a penny.
A nickel.
I would save money in a day. No, because I do it with all my classes. So if I give you a penny and my next one a penny, then that's about 5 pennies a day. We'll go for that. I know, but I want it to be less. I want to save money on this interaction here. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm recording. Let's go. Volume of a pyramid is very closely related to the volume of a prism. What's the formula for the volume of a prism? Volume of a prism. BH, right? Area of the base times the height of the figure. Okay, so if you think about, maybe I can draw you this picture. That might help. Okay, bear with me here. I didn't do this in my other class, so I don't know if I'm really all that capable. We'll change colors. Shouldn't have gone that high. Kind of like that. Okay, so you have a pyramid inside a prism, right? Their bases are identical. It's just that the prism has 2 bases. The pyramid has 1, right? So if I take that base, they have the same height. The height of the pyramid is here. That's the same length as the height of the prism. So their base is the same, their height is the same, but because there's only the 1 base and it turns into that more pyramid shape, right? That pyramid is a fraction of the prism. The question is, what fraction? Any guesses? What fraction of the prism do you think that pyramid is?
2/3.
2/3? Half? Not quite.
4/5.
4/5. No. No, it's actually less. It's quite a bit less. It's 1/3. Oh yeah, you did this one. So the formula is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So it's basically taking that prism formula and taking 1/3 of it, right? 1/3 base times height. And I'm going to tell you right now where majority of people make a mistake in this lesson. It is with that 1/3, not with finding the area of the base, not with finding the height. It's the 1/3 that throws people off. What decimal is 1/3? You have to keep going if you're going to do that. Repeating. Okay. What a lot of people end up doing on this is putting into their calculator 0.3 times the base times the height. What is 0.3? 3/10, not 1/3. Okay? So if you plug in 0.3 for 1/3, you will get the answer wrong. Don't use 0.3. Big, huge no-no. Okay? So make sure you plug it in. You can, I don't care how you plug it in. Plug it in as 1 divided by 3. Use your little fraction key. Does it go that way or the other way? The fraction key. Don't you have a little key on a button on your calculator that goes like that? That is a fraction key? Yeah. Yeah, so you can do that. You can do 1 divided by 3. I don't care. Or you can multiply base times height and divide by 3. That's the same as multiplying by 1/3. Okay? Devin.
Why is there 1/3? Like, if 1/3 is not precise, then why is there 1/3? Because it's not precise. So
1/3 is precise. It's just that 1/3 is 0.3 repeating. Like it's 0.3333333333333, right? Keeps going. 1/3 is the exact version of 0.3 repeating.
So there's not an exact version of 1/3, but there's an exact version of 1/3.
I see what you're saying. Yes, it feels that way, I guess. But there is not a decimal that you can use that would technically be exactly 1/3, but you could get real close. If you did like 0.3 and put 23s in your calculator, you would get there. You don't want to do that though. Okay? Yeah.
What is the backwards L?
It's like a fraction key on your calculator. I was just showing you how you could plug it in.
Where is it?
A over C. Second row, third down.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
That turns it into a fraction for you. So you could do 1, that key, 3, and that's 1/3.
Or you could just use the fraction.
Or you could just do 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. Yes. Just don't round it to 0.3. I beg of you. Don't do it. Kills me when I have to take off points for that. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. 2 examples, and then we're done. This first one, we are going to find the volume of a square pyramid. And this is the information given. I can help you find it later, Johnny. All right, let's say this is your pyramid. What formula are you using? 1/3 BH. What is B?
11 times 11.
Right, it's a square, right? So 11 squared or 11 times 11, same thing. I don't care which way you write it. What's H? 6. Okay, now take your calculator and tell me what your answer is. Plug it in. I want to know that you are plugging it in right.
It's 222.
242. So if you're not getting 242, you're plugging something in wrong. Be careful with that 1/3. Okay, 242. And then make sure you label it appropriately. It is still volume, so cubic inches. Okay?
Squared, not 11 times 11.
That is 11 squared,
Oh.
right?
I was thinking 11 times 2. 4.
Oh, that's perimeter. 11 times 4.
Okay.
Yeah, you want area of the base.
Okay.
Questions on that? Last one. I can give you more if you want.
Last math problem before spring break.
All right, let's say, what is this one called? The red? No, not lateral, but it's an L, which is why you say that. Come on, guys. Slant height. That's your slant height. Okay, so if I have this set up instead, so I didn't give you the H height, I gave you the L, which is the slant height.
You gave us the L.
You earned the L.
Ooh.
Where you at?
You've never gotten an L for me.
Yeah, he has.
No, he has not.
Yeah, I got
What if you
it.
gave him an L with an F?
What?
You gave him an L by giving him an F.
That's what I'm saying. He's never gotten an F,
Oh, thank you.
right? You've never failed a quiz, test. No, you have not.
Yeah, what if you
Anyway, okay, 1/3 BH. What is B right now? 40 squared. So it's 1/3. The area of your base is 40 squared. What is H? Not 25.
It's like, it's the A, the actor.
You don't need an apothem here. Right. How'd you get your 20?
Because that's half of 40.
Right, so if we put this height in, right, this is the H height. This, I did not draw this to scale again, sorry. This length here, even though it doesn't look like it, perspective here, that is half the length of the side. So if the side is 40, that's 20. Now you have a right triangle. And be careful how you plug it into Pythagorean theorem. So many times people just plug it in wrong. They knew they needed Pythagorean theorem, but they plugged it in the wrong order. Which one's the standalone number?
25.
The 25, okay? So you're doing H squared plus 20 squared equals 25 squared, which is just a version of 3, 4, 5,
15.
right? 3, 4, 5, if you multiply all of them by 5, you would get 15, 20, 25. But if you don't know that, simplify it. So h squared equals 625 minus 400 is 225, and then square root, and you get 15. So your height is 15. So you go back up to the top here, 1/3 the area of the base times that 15 height. Plug that into your calculator. What do you get? 8,000. So your volume is 8,000. 8,000 what?
Units.
Cubic units, or units cubed, however you want to say it. So that would be your volume. Okay? Questions? Comments? Concerns? Accolades? You're the best. We love you. We're going to miss you. No?